Hi there friends, Kawa here, back again with another Aether Raids defense video. This is light season, as you can see. And before we start with our defense replays, I'm just going to quickly put out a disclaimer due to the fact that the seasons changed since the last time you've seen this team. I am no longer able to use legendary Ephraim on the team. Not that I no longer can use him, it's just that it's inefficient to use him. So I had to rush and put Eliwood into the team for now. Eliwood is not completed yet. He is still missing his refine, and I'm still working on getting him a lull skill for his B slot. But yeah, he still kinda can do what I need him to do, you'll see later, but it's not to the extent that Ephraim was able to do it. And it's also Eliwood doesn't have all his merges, he's only at +5 with 0 flowers. Alright, so let's get in here. As you see, we have some losses, but in these 2 losses that we have, we were able to kill units. So the lift loss was very minimal. Alright, and here we go. Here's the first one. So as you can see here, this is the Eliwood that we're working with, currently with Gale Force, and he's using his build more or less looks like what Ephraim has, just that he no longer needs Heavy Blade like Ephraim does because he has the Blazing Durando. But we are going to refine this for its steady impact ability, where he'll gain speed and defense when he attacks, which is a very important thing that we need. Alright, and just going through these units. This is one that I find interesting. It's a +10 Marth. Very fully invested, but Aether here doesn't seem correct. This seems more like something you do it for Arena, not for Aether Raids, because Aether is a skill that's very unreliable. Also, there's an Infantry Pulse here. It's like, it only hits, actually it doesn't even hit Sharina, but Sharina is a bonus unit this week, so she has 56 HP. This Air does not have a Sacred Seal. This is not base kit Aversa, but it's close enough. But Aversa also doesn't need much, so this is not too special. Guidance, Hone Attack. Okay, this Azura also has Aether, which is, well, she doesn't attack, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Alright, so their team looks relatively standard and basic, except for this Marth. It's a little weird. So, relatively standard opening, just break my buildings. I'm thinking about moving that Panic Manor, because it's really open and I feel like the Panic Manor needs to be somewhere safer. But I haven't decided where to put it yet. So, Smites and Aversa, test the trap. This one was a little weird. He's gonna attack Yoon here without killing her. It's like, yes, my Yoon doesn't do damage back, but he failed to kill Yoon, which is why it's like, why did you make that play? You more or less just charged my Moonbow for no reason, because you're gonna see that Yoon is gonna get healed by the healing tower, and she only lost 3 HP.
I'll accompany you.
So this is where the Monstrous Bow comes in. Everyone has now super debuffed. Look, like, reversing all those nice buffs right here is very, very scary. That's why I don't like to bring Azura with a visible buff. It's just something I try to avoid, or at least have the option out of one of the 5 teams to bring a non-buff team in the event that you run into something like this.
I hope your new year is full of wonder.
better.
That's a little sad that the Moonbow only did 3 more damage. But it was because of hers already got debuffed by all that panic, so yeah. So here you see where Eliwood kind of represents Ephraim's ability, where he's just gonna dash around and pick off the back line. I am also considering changing this Yoon's fly formation here over to Wings of Mercy, because then she could have teleported like over here above Eliwood and then attacked Sharina and killed her. But at the same time, I don't think it really matters, because as long as we get 2 kills, the team already did what it was successfully supposed to do. It's a consideration, but it's also important that someone has this flyer formation, because if there is no Wings of Mercy plays, the flyer formation play will be handy. Right, and this is the one where we lost. We killed 1 unit and then we lost. The prime reason that I feel like we lost here is this tactics room. It lined up perfectly to this point where it shut down Louise and it shut down Yoon, and these 2 were very vital for this situation. Yeah, this is a +10 Surtur. People do like to say he's really strong. I don't think he's that strong. But I do lose to it, obviously, and the only real reason I can say that I lost to him is this panic manner. Like, everything happened in a way that it was just lined up perfectly, in my opinion. But you can just see it happen right here.
We can see this through.
See, as you can see, this play here that Air made is supposed to be punishable by Yoon coming down or Louise coming down and killing her. But because of this tactics room, Louise or Yoon could not come down and kill her. And I don't think Louise breaks the 55 HP mark within any of her close merges, seeing as she's only +2. I think she doesn't get it until maybe +4. But that only puts her at 55, so we need to get to 56. I believe that's like +8 or something like that. So yeah, it's just like this tactics room just lined up perfectly here. It kind of sucks, but there's not much we can do about it. Also, in this situation, Yoon lost by 5 HP, or, defense. I feel like that's something merges could have probably fixed.
Cheer up, okay?
But, Yoon is a mythic, so it's not that important to merge her, but I'm just pointing out that if she had like a little bit more there, she could have survived that. And in here, you can see that Eliwood is not strong enough to challenge Surtur, because I feel like he doesn't have his refine. If he had his refine, the situation would have been slightly different. And then with us being locked down by this tactics room here, it's not helping. I might consider putting a catapult back there, but I don't know. I don't feel like there's that many people who put tactics room on that column. Usually I see bolt tower more than I see a tactics room, but yeah. So Eliwood is just going to run around like this, not doing much.
I'll accompany you.
And now he goes into combat.
meteor is full of wonder.
So at this point, it's the point where Louise finally gets out from under the tactics room and is able to snipe Azura, which is her one kill that we get. See, all this play that they made on this right-hand side would never have worked out as if that tactics room wasn't there.
For my dearest. Fly, Lydia.
Also, in this scenario, I'm considering changing Louise's special because I feel like her moonbolt just not doing much. Like, in a few times that she used it, it didn't hit them for much damage. And then here we more or less just lose because there is the Surtur who's tanking with 2 airs, healing to him through I can't remember what it's called suddenly. Is it Mystic Boost? No, it's what's the other skill called? Oh, Sparkling Boost. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So he's getting healed. There's no way that we're gonna kill him. But I feel like this is an isolated situation where everything just lined up that way. We'll confirm the next time we use this team. So the next light season, we will be ready with Eliwood for sure. Eliwood will have his 10 merges. He will have his refines by then. Yeah, and then mainly the holdup is just I don't have refined stones, because if I have refined stones, I'll be refining for that armor team I showed you guys in one of my posts. And then with the dude that we get for refining, Eliwood would have his weapon refined. So it's a bunch of things that I'm waiting on. It's mainly because I wasn't actively doing Arena Assault, but I'm doing it now, so we should have everything ready within the next 2 weeks. So after the season ends and then Astra season begins, we will probably have most of the stuff set up by then. So this one brings Fiorm over here. I'm not sure where she's... I think she's neutral. Yeah, she looks like she's neutral. So she catches this column here with her isolation. So Eliwood and Azura cannot use their assist skills. If I remember correctly, Eliwood hits 54 HP. So he's actually able to break out of isolation. But if she was not neutral in nature and instead was plus HP, Eliwood cannot break out of it. But if I can get my hands on a New Year's Azura that's plus HP, because then she'll be plus 1, she would be able to dodge Fiorm's staff. But I'll probably have to wait till New Year's till I see her again. When she shows up again, I'll definitely try to pull for it, just so I can further improve this team. Because I'm getting caught by, like, tactics rooms and these staffs. It's just really bad for me. Because, like, tactics room on this, like, roll here, it doesn't hurt as much as Racing can teleport with Wings of Mercy and Flyer Formation. It was just specifically this roll here hitting Louise and Yoon that was the problem. And as you can see, the isolation here, it is detrimental to my setup, but it's not going to affect it too much.
May this new year bring us both good fortune.
So I'm just going to point out, that was not a good idea. Like, look at that. Like, he was right in range to his Panic Manor. By not breaking his Panic Manor first, because my Panic Manor is maxed at level 5 right now. If he didn't, because he didn't break it, now all his stats are all reversed, and Mer's just gonna die. Well, not to Louise, because Mer does have a preference weapon that prevents Louise from doubling her, and I believe it also she has ridiculously high defense. But we're gonna pick off the back line up because you're unable to kill Louise.
Any fight left? It can't
Are you alright?
So right here is just Louise doing a lot of heavy lifting. And the opponent concedes because getting caught by this panic manner was one of the worst things for them. Like, if she was not caught by the panic manner, she would have killed Louise when Louise attacked her. But because she got caught, it switched the battle to the point where Louise survives and then people start teleporting to her. But I do have to admit that I am considering swapping Louise out for Brave Lynn. Because I want to test something with Brave Lynn. Her bow, Mognier, I think it was called, has a refine where if she wins a speed check, where if you, or you know, the moment she enters combat, if she is faster than the person who's fighting her, she gets +4 to all stats. And I feel like that +4 is very important because she already has higher offensive stats than Louise, and then with that +4, she can match Louise on her defensive stats. And then, you know, stack it on top of her offensive stats some more. Though, the only real issue is Lynn has a lot less HP than Louise, where I believe, like, it's a difference of about 6, I think? Maybe a little more or less, I'm not sure, but it's like somewhere around that area. So eventually, if I really wanted to, I can make Louise dodge a tactics room, though I cannot do that with Lynn, so that's something I have to watch out for. Alright, so this opponent here is a Surtur again. This time, actually I don't remember what happened exactly. I know I failed to kill Surtur. I also yet again blame Elliewood. But this was not a good idea again. Getting caught by tactics room. Look at that. That's -11 attack and then -7 speed.
I'll accompany you.
I shall cut through. Thank you so much. I hope your new year is full of wonder. Atone at once!
So I just want to point out, more or less, this is the only reason that this Solstice is even alive, is primarily because of her bonus stats. Also, it seemed like Elliewood did not have a kill, so instead of attacking, he rallied again.
Prepare yourself!
And now here Elliewood finally, you know, begins the attack. Solstice does not have her serious, so she was not able to heal. And now Elliewood triggers his Gale Force, and you know, people start dying.
The dream is over.
Are you alright?
But of course, we do lose this fight. And this is hilarious when Zora comes in for the kill on Fjorm.
New year, new resolve. I let you down.
Sometimes I worry that Zora has too much attack. For the fact that she's just killing people. This is not even her first kill yet. So mainly this Eliwood's losses, I'm really blaming on the fact that he's not ready completely. The lack of a refine, he's not fully merged. Well, yeah, but I believe at his maximum merges, he gains the attack. Is where he gets the final attack stat, and it's very important that we get him that. Though our opponent only got one Aether pot, and we also killed 2 other units, giving us a rematch without losing any lift, as you can see, because I just have to kill 2 units. This one I'm actually kind of willing to take, because this Yoon is not that scary. It's a base kit Yoon with a +2 res seal, so I think this is a fight I'm willing to take. And this one here, this Astrum, yes, he's +10 and everything, but this looks like a build that you would use in Arena, so I probably would take this one too, mainly because he's taking a lot of visible buffs, and I run a Sudden Panic male Corrin as support on Light Season, so all these buffs are going to get reversed, and it should be really easy for me to kill. Alright guys, so this is it for this part. Look out for the next one on Sunday. But yeah, we're trying to get more results with the team. We are seeing where Eliwood is kind of failing us, but he's almost there. We just need some more time to finish setting him up. And by the next time you see this team, everything should be in place, and it should be at the point where it needs to be. And then I'll be working on the armor team to show you guys what an armor ball looks like. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. See you later.